Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about racism, and I know this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, so if you don't want to watch this video, probably exit. I'm going to just read off something that I was going to comment. I already made a previous comment on a certain Instagram post that made me angry, but I'm just going to read it off because I have been trying to make a video on racism for a while. I just didn't know what to say, and it's all just kind of just came out, and now I'm going to just do that. Maybe a few of you are feminists, so maybe this you can understand. Think of the word whore. What image comes to mind? A woman. If you say that you pictured a man, you're either lying or a very open-minded person. In the latter, I highly doubt. Due to this post and the fact that you're defending it. Now, if a man is promiscuous, he is then a man whore. Being a whore is a predominantly female thing. When men are promiscuous, they're not whores, right? They're real men. The fact that you have to add man to the word whore for people to understand is the very reason you have to add white to racism. It's not a real thing. People can't understand something that doesn't exist. So you have to fabricate a word that means nothing. Whore is a female word whether we like it or not. And whether white people like it or not, racism does not apply to them. White racism is synonymous with reverse racism, neither of which exist. Why? Reverse is synonymous with opposite. So, reverse racism is the opposite of racism, which applies to every race except white people or Caucasian people. Racism applies to every single race except white. So, some white person will have the audacity to say, he was racist towards me. While white people for years and years and years have been racist and oppressors. This guy's person, he can't handle that. He can't acknowledge it, and he won't acknowledge his privilege. And then again, have the audacity to say, white pride, or all lives matter. Somehow, white people make everything about themselves, just as men make feminism about themselves, saying that feminism is about hating men. Nope, it's about love for ourselves and respect for ourselves. And the same thing goes for Black Lives Matter. All lives matter, they show. As if all the years of power and privilege weren't enough. As if to say, what about us? What about you? Why do you have to make this about you? White people can dish racism out, but they can't take it. They won't taste their own medicine. They ask, what did my race ever do to deserve this? Completely ignoring their privilege and everything their race has ever done to get where they are being on top. And once again, say white pride. White pride, I believe, is a tamer version of white supremacy. And I choose to ignore because ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is fucking bliss. All lives matter is just bullshit. Black Lives Matter is an analogy, you know? Here's an analogy. If there was a subdivision and a house is on fire, the fire department wouldn't show up and start putting water on all the houses because all houses matter. They would show up and turn their water on the house that was burning because that was the one that needed help the most. And that last tidbit there about the analogy was a excerpt from the song White Privilege, which I think a lot of people should listen to. It's by Macklemore. And I thought it was going to be a really dumb song. I was like, okay, let's listen to this. And it was more than a song. It was a message. And I think people really need to listen to this song. I think it will speak to a lot of people in a way. If you can't find the words to explain how you feel or your struggles with racism, you listen to the song and like stuff clicks. Like you finally know what you're thinking, and you can explain it to other people. So that's just what I want to do. Explain racism to other people. Maybe this is just a part one because I have so many different things to say about racism. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you watched this far, yeah.